Alrighty, so let's go ahead and try this one here. So we're going to simplify first. So this is negative 5 times 1x, so that's negative 5x. And then we have negative 5 times negative 2, that's positive 10. And we're going to bring down the 4x. And we can still combine or we could still simplify here by combining like terms. So 4x, so 4 minus 5 is negative 1x. You can write a negative 1 there or not, it's up to you. And then after we're done simplifying, we only want one variable in the problem. So I'm going to go ahead and add an x here, so a negative 1 and a positive 1x, that would make 0. So I'm going to add an x here, and they both go away. So just like lesson 2, when the variables go away, we bring down what's left, and then we read this. This says, is 10 less than 6? No. So in other words, the Pac-Man is not eating the bigger number. So this is not true. So that means our answer is no solution. So our set builder would be the empty set. There would be nothing inside. And then there would be no interval notation. In our graph, there's numbers, of course, on a number line, and nothing would be shaded. So the graph would be left alone. Now the answer again is no solution. That means there's absolutely no value that x can be that will make both sides of these inequalities a true state, or when you plug in a random number, there is no number that will make this a true statement. Okay, so let's go ahead and try this next one here. So we're going to go ahead and simplify. So this is 5 times x, and then we have 5 times negative 2. Bring down this x here. And then we're going to combine our like terms here. So x, 1x plus 5x is 6x. Okay, so now that we're done simplifying, now we can only have one x in the problem, so we're going to get rid of this one. And when we do that, both of them zero out. So if I bring down what's left and we read this, this is true. This says that negative 10 is less than 10. So the Pac-Man should be eating the bigger number, which it is. So what that means is that all numbers are going to work. So that means our graph should have everything shaded. So whatever numbers you want to put on here, all of these numbers, every single number will work if we plug it in at the x position. So set builders, where we put our curly brackets. So we put x such that x is all or any real number or all real numbers. And then our interval notation from left to right, if everything is shaded, we have negative infinity to infinity. Okay, so again, this means any number would work. So go ahead and pick any number you want. So I picked 8, and I'm going to plug in 8 for all the x's. So 8 plus 5, and then a parenthesis, and then the x I picked was 8, so you could pick whatever number you want. And I put that in my calculator, and I get 38, and then the symbol was like this. And then over here I'm going to do 6 times 8 plus 10, and I get 58. Now, since this is not an equation, an equal, it means you're not going to get the same thing on both sides, but since this is an inequality, this should be true. So this says 38 is less than 58. Yep, that's true. So any number you pick will always make this a true statement. That's what all real numbers means. Okay, so that's all the problems I have for you guys for solving inequalities. So you can go ahead and pause the video and try the remaining problems. And then the answers are at the bottom of your page. Now, you can pause the video and push play if you're having trouble with these problems, but if you got the hang of it, then you are done with watching the videos for lesson 4. So I'm going to go ahead and continue for those who want to do a little bit of review on writing interval notation. So again, continuing the video is optional. So interval notation from the left to the right side. So from the left, it's going infinitely to the left, and then it stops here at 0. There's always parentheses around infinity, and then this parenthesis means that the 0 is not to be included. It is not a value for x, like in the problems we did previously. And then there's a break in the graph, so we put the union symbol. And then it continues, and 5 is included, and everything bigger than 5. We always put parentheses around infinity. Okay, this one here, the whole entire graph is shaded, so from the left it's going infinitely, and to the right it's going infinitely. Okay, and then here we have left to right, so it's going infinitely to the left, and then on the right, 5 is included, and then here from the left side it's going negative infinity, and then it stops at -7, but -7 is included, so we're going to put a bracket, and then there's a break, so we put the union symbol, and then everything between -5 and -2 is included, including -2, and then there's another break, and then everything greater than -2 is included. And so we're putting that parenthesis because there was an open circle, brackets wherever it was solid. And that was our quick review of interval notation.